I'm not waiting 2 minutes. I'm a rebel like that. I'm a rebel like that. Hello, everybody. It's Sunday night. It's Sunday night. I need to go put this away. It's Sunday night. Hey, I'm a little awake because I actually took a nap. So if I seem a tad bit awake, you go, dang, she seems chipper. That's because I took a nap. And so I'm just waking up. Hmm. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Thank you. So if you watch this later on, how are you? What was your sense of the day? My sense of the day was Taquinos by Corez. Had to think about that for a second. Hold on, I'm trying to find something. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I thought I had something in there. Hi, Hersense. How are you? How are you? Be second. I'm trying to decant tonight. Then I'm trying to. I wasn't trying to use my 5 mLs. Hey, Dion. How are you? Well, this is an AC charger that I don't need. Le Solstice by Montclair. Oh my goodness. Le Mall. Okay, Devotion Intense. Toss that out. St. John by City Rhythm. Hey, Sabrina. Okay. These are 10 ml. Don't want those. Hi. Have I ever used Josie Marin body butters? Let me just show you something. And before y'all get started on me, I'll just show these. Yes, I do. I have way too much. Yes, this one is vanilla fig right here. How does smells? I need to take this thing off of here. Oh, yes. Hello, Liz. Um, yes, I I absolutely enjoy Josie Marin body butters, especially when I get them on sale. Especially when I get them on sale. Hmm. Then they are absolutely divine. I haven't really talked about them lately, so I don't think it was me. No, you know who's talking about them lately? Was Denise Adore. She was talking about them. I haven't really talked about Josie Marin in a while. I've been off on Sugar Mama and Perlier. I just thought about something I might have. Yeah, she was talking about. She was talking about it. Um, so let me see. Oh, I need to be decanting a couple of things. I'm sitting up here trying to figure out where my things. Okay, so let me tell y'all a few things that's going on. First off, I'm working from home this week. And the reason why is because the schools actually cannot be in session in Chicago, the public schools, really, because technically we're not, nobody is supposed to, mainly because of the DNC, the Democratic National Convention is here. And with it, there's a lot of street closures and things in certain areas, nowhere near me. Um, but uh, so because of it, my network chose to not have students at all, and we're working from home. Yes. I am excited. I am excited. So one day I'm gonna go in because I need to finish up my classroom stuff. But other than that, I'm at home this week, bitches. Yes, yes, hoes. I am home. Tomorrow is all asynchronous. That's even better. And they created the schedule for next week, which I only have to be online for like in the morning for a few days. Some days I don't even have to be online. But the days I do, it's all set up for the morning. So it's a good weekend. Hi Dylan, how are you? So it's a good week. So like tomorrow I'm gonna be in the yard. It it really is. Let me tell you, let me tell you for real. The kids didn't do well during work from school, online school, but I enjoyed online school. It was the most relaxing teaching time of ever. It was the most relaxing teaching time ever. It really was. It really, really was. It was beautiful. You know, you would you would get up. I would get up, I would roll over. Right before I had to go online, I would start my tea and everything. It was a beautiful, beautiful time. It was a beautiful time to be alive. It was a beautiful time to be alive. Okay. Um, whew. It was a beautiful time to be a teacher. It was a beautiful time to be a teacher. It really was. Tell me if the sound is off. So let me grab a couple of things I'm supposed to be. Okay. Stop tripping. Hold on, let me get these out. Yeah. So that's that. What else was I gonna tell y'all about? I had some other things to talk about. I'm trying to remember them. Okay, okay. I mean, it was such a peaceful time. It was so peaceful in the streets. I loved driving during the lockdown. Now, of course, it was terrible what we was doing, but baby, the peace that I create that was out there in these streets was wonderful. It really was. The peacefulness of these streets was just, it was so good. It was so good. Okay, right. Okay. Working in the hospital was terrible. Working in the hospital was terrible, but I'm saying like, I mean, if we could have that type of environment outside of why we had to lock down, it would be beautiful. So I went to a party last night and I was stunting on them with the Sex and the Sea by Francesca Bianchi. Ah, there was no peace, baby. The streets was peaceful. Um, but yeah. Ooh, I was killing them. I was so sexy. I was so sexy. Now let me tell you when it wasn't peaceful during the pandemic was when they was having them riots in Chicago. Baby, now that was some intense shit they was doing. That was intense. That was whew. Now that was yeah. And I told y'all I was out in it, didn't even know, right? That very first time they was rioting, y'all, I was out in the early morning. Didn't have no clue what the hell was going on. All right, let me grab a couple of things. I'm supposed to be sending to some people. I'm trying to decant because I've been promising some people and was gonna. Let me get this stuff together. Let me get myself together. Get myself together. what else was I looking for? Hibiscus palm and girdle terracotta. Where's my hibiscus palm? Oh, there it is. Now that is true, Liz. You are absolutely right. That is true. I wouldn't go over there. Let me tell you something though. I did not go into Indiana during the lockdown because y'all did not lock down everything like we did here. So I never did do that, right? Right? So I wasn't one of the ones running over to Indiana because I was like, that's a hot mess over there. You are absolutely right. I forgot that Indiana didn't do a lockdown like they did here. Because, honey, Chicago, Illinois was locked. We was on straight lock. Now, what was I going to tell you? Um, Let me tell you. Let me see what I was going to tell y'all. Uh, oh, I went to Costco today. I went to Costco today. And you will be proud of me because we came out under the budget that we thought we was going to spend by a few dollars. And we didn't buy a whole lot of extraneous stuff. We didn't buy no extra stuff. We didn't do none of that. We were good. Now let me tell you what happened though. This is how it happened though. Let me be honest. We went because of the DNC, because of the Democratic National Convention. We didn't go to our usual Costco, so we didn't know the layout of this Costco we was in. So before you give me some serious congratulations, I will admit to the fact that we really didn't notice Costco. So we didn't do no real damage that can happen. So that little area in the middle, we wound up going in the opposite direction. You know how like you go, there's a Costco direction, right? And we was moving in the opposite direction, so we missed a lot of things that could have gotten us in trouble, to be quite honest. So it worked out that way. So yeah. So there's my confession about my bragging. Like, oh, I went to Costco. I didn't do it like I usually do. Okay, it was only because I have never, but I don't buy muffins. I'm not a muffin eater, so that's not an issue for me. Things that I have to get when I'm at Costco. Let me tell you things I get though during at my Costco runs. I have to get smoked salmon because I'm a smoked salmon eater. So I always get the smoked salmon. Um, I always get um shrimp because that's like my treat. I get the shrimp, the shrimp cocktail vibe where it has the shrimp with the cocktail sauce and the lemons. I always get that because that's kind of like what I have after I leave. So I always do that. And what else do we always have to get? The usual stuff. Hi Judith. Cake. And then I always get the keto granola, but I'm gonna stop getting that and make my own granola because granola is expensive. And I used to make granola, so I'm about to start making my granola again. I know y'all like, what? Yeah, I used to make granola. I mean, ain't nothing to it, but granola is one of those things they overcharge you for, as far as I'm concerned. It's oatmeal with stuff in it. I'm sorry. They're not getting me anymore like that. I said I'm gonna start making my own granola. I am. I'm gonna start making my own granola. Screw these people. I gotta save some money someplace. Okay, and are y'all prepared for what I'm about to say? Fall out if you want to, okay? Fall out if you want to. Now, do not faint. Do not faint. I have not ordered any fragrance so far this month. Do not fall out. Do not fall out. Let me tell you, I gotta be honest. I and I keep looking at stuff, and I'm like, I really, and I just don't feel like buying it. I'm I don't know what's going on, y'all, but I haven't feeling. It's like I'm looking at stuff and going, nah, that's okay. I'm not, and I don't know if it's. I don't know what's going on. Hey, babe, I don't know what's going on, but it's like, I'm okay. Now, come through, dear. I don't know. I just haven't been. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but it's just like now. I keep looking at things. I'm like, nah. Mm-mm. Now I'm about to buy this bag. Now I haven't said I haven't shopped, but I haven't bought any fragrances, which is really like, and I don't even. It's like, hey, Mo Better. I'm like, and I think I'm not gonna say I've hit this saturation level, but I'm just like, And I have to be honest. You booked a cruise instead. Go, girl. I was trying to book a little trip in October, but baby, the flights back just got out of control. Cause I said I want to start seeing some of my friends. I've been looking at the MS cruises. That does not count. Those don't count. They don't count against you. I'm a witness to that. That does not count against you. Um, but yeah, so it's like, nice, nice. That's nice. I like it. Um, that makes sense because it's leaving from right by you. I mean, you ain't even got to get a flight out, so that's perfect, right? That's perfect. The problem, like with me, I gotta fly someplace, so I gotta put that all into account. But also, I was just trying to go visit some people. But it was like the flights were the one. It was I could get there, but getting back home was costing me too much. It was like with the flight from Friday to Sunday, flight and a hotel was gonna cost me almost $900. I was like, I don't know if I can make this happen. For I don't know if I can make this happen, So I'm going back and forth about it because I do want to go out of town. Just on a little something, something, just get out of town for a few minutes. But that was too much. Okay. I'm talking about I'm flying out on a Friday, coming back on a Sunday, and it was 800 and some dollars for the hotel and flight. I wasn't even going far. I was going to the East Coast. Come on now. They gonna need to stop acting like, they ain't made their money back from when the lockdown happened. How long ago was the lockdown? 4 years ago? Come on now, y'all made all y'all money back. They still using that tight ass excuse. They are still using. Right? Yeah, I just couldn't do that. Yeah, it was too much, and so I'm like, damn. But I really want to get away, so I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I couldn't. Oh, I am decanting a couple of things. Amore Cafe. Um, yes, that's what I was trying to do. The fly out was not bad on a Friday, and the reason why I couldn't, because my new job, they have blackout days, and I can't get a Thursday off right now because I'm new, you know. And then I was gonna fly back, and even flying back on Monday, that didn't make a difference because I could have flew back on Monday because it was a 3-day weekend, but that didn't help. I was like, what the fuck? That didn't even help. I was like, this is bullshit. So I did Amore Cafe, and then I'm doing hibiscus palm. I just did a hibiscus palm, and I'm gonna do a couple more things for people. So yeah, I mean, like I said, the flight wasn't bad. It was the return flight that was killing me. The return was the one that was killing me. I'm like, damn, because I want to stay at a nice hotel, so it was gonna be like 600. I'm okay with that with flight. But when I started, it was like, and it was so hard to find a flight out. Okay, so here's where I was going. Let me just tell y'all where I was going because it sounded like secret squirrel. I was gonna fly to Baltimore because I wanted to hit the DMV area because I have, I got people there. I got people there that I could meet. Let me see who I was trying to meet in the DMV area, and I know I was gonna make some people drive, but I was like, "Fuck you, you're gonna drive." Of course, Kelly. Uh, D'Angelo, my boo thing. I was gonna be my boo thing from one. I was gonna stalk him. I was gonna go to I was gonna show up at his doorstep. If he watches this later, he's gonna be like, this hoe right here. And then Amina, who I of course met. Kids in that area. Who else? It's Christie's in that area. It's a few people who's in the area. So I was like, okay, I'll go down there. But if they don't cook, if these flights don't fucking work, right? If these flights don't get right, I'm gonna have to go visit Faith. Faith, because at least I can get to Atlanta. In Atlanta, I can usually get a flight pretty good. If I book a flight now, I can make it to Atlanta for like 2 something. And then in Faith, I'm staying. See, I'd have seen you. See, I'd have hooked up with my DMV people, right? Right? So they messing up my plan. So I think, honestly, I think I'm going to wind up having to go to the DMV over my spring break because I can go toward I can go, then I can fly out on, yeah, I could fly out. Like I can fly out on a Friday night, but then I could fly back on Tuesday and get a really good deal. Cause then with me, yeah, I don't know. I had to figure it out. I'll come do it in the middle of the week. I don't know. I have to figure this out or I'm gonna have to come in the summertime. I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do want to go to the DMV area because I do know a lot of people. Right? Okay. So now we do that, then we could get a room. would I see, and you there too? See what I'm saying? So I don't know. Now you want to come in? So you want to go and I talk? We can get a room. We can split the room, Faye, and then that'll cut down how much I'm spending. Hmm. Because you got that 3-day weekend too. Okay, let's talk. Okay. Because there's a bunch of people we could meet. We could have a little meetup thing. Either that I'm either going to DMV, I'm going to Atlanta. It's one or the other. I know a lot of people. Okay, let's talk. So we either gonna do it then or around spring break. I'll be like, I'm out of here. So there we go. Okay. Ow! Damn. Y'all, I done just cut myself. Motherfuck, with some little scissors. I can't believe I just did that. Okay. Oh my goodness, I did just cut myself. The fuck? I can't believe. You ain't got to hunt me down. You just gotta tell me you coming. We gonna meet up, honey. If you come to Chicago, we'll meet up. There's only one person I just never got to meet when she came to Chicago. I don't know what was going on with me, but there was one person in particular I never met every time she came. And I feel bad to this day about it. Because, I just need to get away. I need to get away from these little people. I need a little people break, y'all. I love these little people, but I need a little people break. Even though they've been like kind of like chilling today, they've barely been around me today. It's been one of them days where they just like they're around their parents. They've been upstairs in Brooklyn only give me so much time. You know, Courtney, I mean not Courtney. Now Bakari, he stayed with me. He be with me. But he went upstairs and hang out, was gone. I was like, look at this. He growing. But it's so funny. Whenever he doesn't want something to happen upstairs, he screams my name like I'm gonna come and rescue him. He literally, I will hear him all of a sudden, like if something they doing upstairs, like go lay down or something, I'll hear him screaming, Gigi, get me, help me, Gigi, help me. I'd be downstairs dying laughing because he be sounding like I am going to rescue his black ass. Oh yes, the little people will survive without me. Plus, they're going to Charlotte at the end of September for his sister's baby shower. So it's going to be me and the bigs for a weekend. So I'm definitely going to need a little time off. I will definitely need a little time off after doing a weekend with the bigs. Ooh, baby. Yeah, he be sounding like, I got to rescue him. But then Brooklyn acts like I'm her servant. She really does. Brooklyn pretty much will stay upstairs with her parents because she loves her daddy, right? She's a daddy's girl. So she'll be upstairs living her best life most of the time. She'll come down, they'll hang out for a little while. So there's two things that Brooklyn likes to do to me. If I'm asleep on the couch, just chilling, if I'm watching TV and I fell asleep, she makes it her business to terrorize me in my sleep. Gigi, get up, Gigi, and then she will launch herself at me. So there's two things she does. So that's the first thing. The other thing is she uses me as her wait staff. Because Brooklyn will come downstairs, look at me and say, Gigi, come on, Gigi, come on. And that means come to the kitchen and get me the stuff I want so I go back upstairs. So in those moments, she comes, I give her something, and then she goes back and she says, bye-bye, and then she goes back upstairs. If she wants some juice, she comes to see me. If she wants a snack, she comes to see me. And then she leaves immediately then. Now, when she playing with her brother, okay, fine, they'll play on the couch, because I usually sit on the couch because Kari likes, we have to have our time, I'm just there. They'll play now. She'll come down and play with Kari, but just to hang out with me, no, 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 no. No, she's there I'm strictly there to be her servant. That's all I am to her, as a servant. That's all I am to her, as a servant. Yeah. So anyway, that's why I'm online right now, because I don't have to go to work this week. So I said, let me just go on and get online. Plus, I like to have a balance on here, videos and a little live streaming. And then, okay, let's talk, can we talk about this? Let me say the trend I will Let me just tell y'all the trend that I am not getting on. Uh, I'm their purse too now. That's why we had to sneak out. Listen, I'm a purse too. That's why we snuck out, because me and B did a straight sneak out to Costco, because we was like, they can't go to Costco with us. Um, they're they that's an extra 100 if they there, because they'd be like, oh, they want stuff, and then I'm a sucker. Yes, I will not be jumping on the demure train. Okay, I will not. I can promise y'all, I am not on that motherfucking train. I will not be on the demure train at all. I was like, what is cutesy bit demure? I was like, what? I am not off. I get to work from home. I get to work from home because of the Democratic National Convention faith. I get to work from home. Okay. Go look. I put in the Discord. I put a TikTok. It's this you know, somebody. And they started talking about doing things the demure way and being mindful and cutesy. It's cutesy. It's demertsy. No, I will not get on that train. Mm-mm. I will not be on that train. Not at all. So it's quite annoying. And it's like now all the girls are using they're using the sound, or they're doing it themselves and everything. And it's quite the annoying thing. So I will not be jumping on that train at all. And okay, with that being said, let's have that conversation. Am I done with this? I think I used it all up. I got another one. Oh, okay. So segueing into that, I think that's why I'm kind of like not buying anything right now, because I think the I think I'm having this feeling like I don't want to do it because that's what everybody's doing. You know, it's like everybody's rushing out to buy. Right. Yeah. Because they are acting like this a new word. I mean, but it's like there are, so basically demure has taken over soft life, and it's so stupid. But I think, okay, so going back, I think I think that's why I've been having this conflict about content, and I think that's why I'm not really shopping right now, because it's not fun. It's like everybody's doing it, and it's like you see so many people throwing perfume in their content that it's getting on my last ass nerve. You know, like I literally saw this chick who she's Indian, and I follow her, and she's always been a beauty person. And then all of a sudden she did a reel about, I follow her on Instagram, um fragrances, and was talking about fragrances. And it was, and the thing that the problem I have with it is that they do this whole thing like I've been talking about this forever, and let me tell you about this, like they're now this person who's they're like an expert on this shit, and I've never heard you talk about this stuff before. I've never heard you talk about it. And like I will always say, you know, I started in the beauty space, but I made the shift way before it became popular. And I made the shift because I was bored with the beauty space, and I started getting back into fragrances. So the shift was just a natural shift. This now is this whole thing like, you know, it's like, right? I'm like, come on. Come on. It's like, So we just gonna y'all just gonna keep this going on. We're just gonna keep, just throwing in like now and God, and then on top of it, it was Middle Eastern fragrances, right? That's just, oh my God, this is. Let me tell you these wonderful fragrances you need to get. I'm like, and that's so and that's what everybody's doing, and you can tell that it's the new cash grab because you see these celebrities coming out. You not our usual celebrities who have celebrity fragrances, but all of a sudden all these like random ass celebrities want to have a celebrity fragrance. I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Let me put these back before, because I'm trying to straighten up as I go along. Put these back. Let me straighten, because I have fragrances all over this damn room. Oh, and do y'all know that JC has so I think that's what's like really making me like just be like whatever, because there's so much content coming out that's just goofy as fuck, and I'm like over. I did not see that. Because y'all know Sebastian's boring, right? We do know Sebastian is boring. You know what's so interesting though? Watching Sebastian, and it's so interesting. Is you can see how the difference between men and fragrance and women in fragrance, because like he'll do certain things and I'll be like, he'll have a whole list of shit that I would never want, and he never has things that I would like when he does tuberose. It's like he'll have a few that I have, but his stuff will definitely things that are more masculine leaning, or things that we as women are that because he'll be like, because I remember I was looking at something he did and I can't remember what it was, but it was like he didn't have anything that we as women are into. Now, can we talk about who was that with that stupid? I do love Dahlia. I do love Dahlia when she helps give him a little spice to the show. Can we talk about that stupid? Now, first off, I have to preface this with in saying that I have commended and I have applauded Faith for not being snarky to Steven. Is that Brother Lessons? Is that who that is? Um, because he put out this go back to school list of fragrances that was the most asinine list we have seen in a long time. The shit was so asinine it was ridiculous. It was an extremely niche, high end vibe. It was like, who going to school with these? Who's going to school with these fragrances? Not a normal person. Not a normal person. No, no, no. Stop playing with us. Dahlia has a snarkiness about her that I like. Even though right, it was like, what kind? I'm like, oh, so you're talking about the trust fund babies going back to college, because right, right, because it had to be the trust fund babies, because it wasn't like regular folks. Uh, okay, so I'm about to send a few things off. I'm hearing a cricket. I hope it's outside. I can't stand when crickets get in your house. They are so annoyingly loud. I'm about to send some people a few samples of Vincent because they need to try him out. They have not bought any from him. I was thinking about sending somebody some. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Apple Aroma Jasmine. But anyway, y'all know JC got a sale. Do I need to tell y'all what I'm gonna send? I'm gonna put up a little thing. It had to be the trust fund babies because it wasn't nobody. It wasn't no real people. He said, Courtney, 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 you gonna get me shut down, girl. The whole thing with this demure. So that's the new hype train that everybody's on saying demure. I'm demure. It's demure. I'm like, oh my God. I just can't do it. No, because the response. If he responds, it'll be another video. That's what I think he'll do. He'll give you a little video. No, you ain't getting it down. Hey, D'Angelo. I was telling them, D'Angelo, that I was trying to come to the DMV, and I was going, come knocking on your door. You know, you was going, I was just gonna be sitting on your doorstep waiting for you. Hey, boo. You was just gonna come home, and I was gonna be sitting on your doorstep. I've been waiting for you. You was just gonna come home, and I was just gonna be there like, hey. See, that's why you. Hi, Rose. You didn't miss a lot. I'm just talking shit. Okay, so I'm about to send some people. Right, right. No, ma'am. This is gonna be no. Listen. We are not going to have live camera action so you can see the look of horror on D'Angelo's face as he runs away from me. No, that'll be a private moment. When I'm sitting up there going, come back, come back, come back, come back. Right, because I'm wearing Wild Python when I meet him. I'm wearing the Python. I'm coming with the Python. D'Angelo gonna be like, I know that sense. I know that sense. He gonna be hiding out for the weekend. I'll be playing Where's Waldo with D'Angelo and Baltimore. D'Angelo. Oh Lord. Yeah. He gonna be playing. He gonna be how many now I saw I used to decant a lot of Wild Python. So I think I'm on my third bottle. But it's not just me. But okay. D'Angelo gonna be like, he could be looking at his ring. He could be looking at his ring, trying to see if I'm still on his doorstep. He could be like, he could be having people do a drive by the house because I'm just gonna be sitting out there, just waiting. I'm gonna be sitting there just waiting. Right? He gonna smell python. He gonna be running in the opposite direction. We gonna be there like Pepe Le Pew. I'm gonna be his Pepe Le Pew, talking about, come here, darling. I'll be oh, thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate you. He gonna be like, what's going on? No, yes, it's not gonna work. Right? I'm about to be your Pepe Le Pew, baby, buddy. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm listen, the way these flights are set up, I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but I'm trying. Then I do need to go to. So here's the thing: I need to go to the Bay Area. I need to go to like Oakland, and because I do want to. I would love to meet up with JC and Vincent, and then do a live with them live, right? What? What? So this is foolishness now, huh? Okay. Okay. I see how this is. I see how this is. You see that? You see that crazy look that just came in my eye? Did you see that one? Did you see the crazy in my eye? Oh, so now it's foolish, huh? Right. Right. You saw the crazy, right? Okay. I just want to make sure you saw that crazy. You saw the crazy. I'm gonna have some people who don't know me. They're gonna be like, "Dang, she kind of crazy for that D'Angelo guy." Hi, TT. Don't worry, I was just you know, you gonna have me out here. What was it? What's the other cartoon? I'm gonna be out here running like Wanda, right? Right. Yes, I'm gonna need my Uber Eats coming in. I'm gonna need my water supply so I'm hydrated. Come on now. Come on now. We doing this. I'm doing this, man. I'm doing this. All right, so I am sending some people because they need to try Vincent. I'm sending them some Dream House. So I'm sending them Candyman. I'm gonna send some Ghost Dance, and I'm gonna send some Apple Rum and Jasmine. I can't because I would send them Sugar Ring, but right now my sugaring is a little low. My Ghost Dance ain't as low as my sugaring, so they can have some of this. Honey, 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 honey. Okay. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Child, please. Yeah, so I think the level of people who are just talking about fragrances all the time, that in a way that I don't know. It's like, whatever. Oh, I need to film though, for real. Especially since I got this week where I could just like do it during the day, take a little momentito to do it. But yeah, so, and let me tell you something else that I've been seeing. Have y'all been seeing? It's like these young people talking about oh, Beacon, I hope you okay. Um, we had storms like that a few days ago, so I get it. Yeah, it was kind of bad here. Um, It's kind of chill here right now. I don't feel like looking for this. I'll look for it later. Oh, it's down there. Um, I should put that on. And then Kai. So for the people who like Kai, there's some things I'm gonna tell y'all. It's dry today, but it was raining all day yesterday. It wasn't storm and rain. It was just rain. It was just rain. I swear. Let me just say this. This is my last thing to say, D'Angelo. Is that I just be feeling like you don't want my love, D'Angelo. I'm sitting up here just trying to love you. But anyway, anyway, I've been seeing this thing where these young people are like, God, they really got a problem with us Gen Xers. Gen X is the worst. They're the worst generation ever. It's like, all I want to do is give you, and then you know, you act like you don't want my love, says the stalker in me. If I sound like if I don't sound like some crazy stalker, I don't know what I sound like. Cause I'm sounding a little. See, he's laughing and stuff, but he ain't gonna be laughing when I'm on his doorstep, though. You ain't gonna be laughing when I'm on your doorstep. That's what you're not gonna be laughing when I'm on your doorstep. That's what you gonna be like. She was for real. I'm either gonna be wearing wild python or 100 silent ways. If you smell that in your vicinity, right? I mean, cause they really got a thing about talking about the Gen X people are so different. It's like, you know what, you little soft ass alphas and Gen Zs. You wish you could be as tough as us Gen X's. Y'all be running around. Y'all be wanting to listen. They want to cry about it and get some sympathy for the stupidest shit ever. That's why they don't like us, because we be like, that's some weird shit, y'all. Them Gen Z's, they just like really, really, really in their feelings. It's like y'all need to go to therapy. Instead of doing TikToks and stuff, y'all really need to go into some therapy. Y'all need to hit to the therapy, right? Right. Yeah, the boomers, yeah, they'll be like, huh? Shit, half the boom. Yeah, the boomers will be like, huh? That's because we made y'all a little tougher. See, the problem is, let me tell y'all what the problem is with these Gen Zers. Let me say it. I'm gonna say it. 2 words: gentle parenting. See, these Gen Zers had all that gentle parenting. The Gen Zers had participation awards, and all that other bullshit that has made them extremely soft young people. The Gen Zers, they don't know about being a latchkey kid. They don't know about, their parents, reason with them. you know their parents be sitting up here trying to reason with them and make them, and giving them choices and shit as 3-year olds. See, so they run around with these little chip on their shoulders with these entitlement ass, attitudes, and then losing their damn mind when they find out the world is not going to entitle don't and you ain't entitled to shit in this world. And so then that's when they lose their fucking mind. See that? I blame, right? I blame the Gen Z issues on gentle parenting. Every gentle parent is your fault. These little bastards is acting so damn irritating. whining about every damn thing. Everything is a issue. Everything has got to be, you know. Because we were talking about this. It's like if you watch old TV shows, they could never be on right now. Will and Grace could have never been a thing back in the day. Will and Grace could have never been a thing. Never would have been a thing. Um, because that would have been no. Right? Right. Martin could have never been on. Oh, Martin could have never been on. I mean, yeah, they give up participation. Girl, the Gen Zers are the right. Oh, but let me tell you, speaking of that, Kari had a Gen X moment with me. I took him out yesterday to I went to this greenhouse I go to that's about 45 minutes away. 45 minutes. Yeah, it's about 45 minutes, maybe a little, yeah, it's a little bit over 45 minutes to go to this greenhouse. Now we had a good time in the greenhouse because we were it was like nobody was in there because it's not high season. So it was like he could walk around, he could look at stuff. We was looking at flowers, right? And so then it's time to leave. Now Kari don't want to leave. He's liking the joint. He's like, I like it here. I don't want to leave. So we get in the car. Now mind you, he got his iPad in the car, right? And everything. And so we were driving off. This little boy is losing his mind, sitting in bed crying and shit, whining, y'all. I pulled the car over, jumped out the car, jumped out the truck, and got in his face. I said, nah. I said, do you need something to cry about? Because we're about that life up in here now. He was like, no. I said, you gonna stop crying now? Yes. Okay, then let's go home. Because I was like, you are not about to sit in this car and sit up here and whine for the next 45 minutes. Oh no, sir. We're gonna have a nice peaceful ride home. Mm-mm. 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 He got his because that was a signature move of mine back when they was young. I will stop a car. I will whoop you from the driver's. I will whoop you as I'm driving. That is expert level ass butt whooping when you driving and doing like this and you hit them. You ain't stopped. You ain't stuttered. And when you're young, you have that reach. I can't do that reach now, y'all. But I ain't stopped the car. Because when you're young, listen, I could be driving, I'd be beating DJ's little behind. He had to be in that middle seat. Oh, his thing was in the middle, so I could knock his little behind over. You got me messed up. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't play like that. What we not gonna do is sit up here and cry at me. Oh no, 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 sir. No, no, no. I love you too. I love you forever. But what we not gonna do is have that kind of mess going on. Mm-mm. Cause that's what we live now with him. So yeah, he was having to come. He had a come to Jesus moment in the car. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Right. Use your words. Use your words. Use your words. You got to use words with me. That whining and crying. Oh, that'll get you. That'll get you. That'll have me like what? What? Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no. I will have to. It'll be like, what? So yeah, that's so yeah. He had his momentito because we had to get it together. And then Brooklyn always getting her butt whipped in the car because I told y'all Brooklyn has a thing about when she gets mad. It's like if she, especially in the car. Now, mind you, we live right around the block, around the corner from their daycare. When Brooklyn gets mad, she will kick her shoes off and be in the back. She gets that butt whooped every time she do it. And then the other day, she took her shoes off. We get to the daycare, right? And she was like, she want to fall out in the car. I said, if you don't get your butt up, do we see Coco here? Coco, I am about to fall out. I see Coco here. I see Coco. Oh my goodness. Coco is just, she's abandoned us. Coco has abandoned us, hasn't she? See you, Liz. Let me tell you what. I was the queen of, I'm gonna beat your ass while I'm driving. Like I said, and don't let, if I gotta stop the car, oh, that butt whooping is about to be bad. If I had to stop the car to beat your butt, oh, that means that it's about to go down. But what's interesting when we talk about the participation awards, you know, I used to play cards, you know, me and the kids used to play like pity pat and we used to play concentration, right? I never let them win. These kids ain't gonna beat me either. I never let them win. And I remember I had friends who didn't have kids because, you know, the main people who talk about how you need to raise kids are people who ain't got no damn kids, right? They always want to tell you some shit like, oh my God. And I remember my friends who didn't have kids at the time, had them later, would be like, oh my God, you don't let them win. And I play them like, you know, we was playing spades and shit. I'd be like, pit, pat, right? You know what I'm saying? It's always oh my God. So I was like, no. I said, because when they beat me, they know they beat me. You know, because I mean, when they would win, I might win 15 times, but they win that 16, and and they would be happy, right? So I told somebody this years ago, you know, like, and they were like, oh my God. Because so let me tell you, the other ones who are the problem with these Gen Zers are these old ass Gen X parents too. Let me say that too. The old, the old Gen X parents, the ones who had kids, who didn't have kids early, right? The ones who decided to have their kids like at their late 30s and early 40s, you know, was like, you know, because they were living their career life and they was having, and those are the ones who also have created this monster with these Gen X's, because a lot of people, these Gen Zers, because I mean, if you think about it, I know people who got like 20-year-olds. I'm like, ooh, okay. They made these monsters too because because they forgot what it was like. See, they decided that they were going to do it differently, and they had to. That's why they little badass kids. That's why they're teenagers and they're young adults is out here doing all kind of wild shit that they don't even know about. And then they always surprised when they find out how wild they fucking kids are, because they've been running around in this little bubble of, oh no, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it better than everybody else. You know, those Gen Xers who are late in life parents. And when I mean late in life parents, I don't mean like, oops, we had a mistake. Oh, oops, baby, but we've got older kids. I mean, right? Right, exactly. The ones who have like 16, right. The ones who are like in their 50s, teenagers, they're the ones too, because they think they got it together, and they didn't have to do like, honey, your kids is doing all kind of shit that y'all don't know. Trust me, I'm working high schools. I know what these kids do. So are you thinking your precious Tiffany, she's not like these other kids? Yes, she is. She's just sneakier. And you too old to know how sneaky she is. You just too old to know how sneaky she is. And that's what the problem is. Cause yeah, they kids just be smiling in their face, doing all kind of shit. Tiffany, see, but the thing is, you have to remember the sneakiness that you was on, so that you can like, yeah, exactly, right. Right, exactly, exactly. See, exactly. See, that's the whole thing. Us sneaky ass Gen Xers, we took sneaky to a different level. So you can't get past us, right? But it's like, but I'm telling you, it's the older Gen Xers who have now decided that they were saints. Because have you? And this is so true. See, because I tell anybody in a minute, you have no clue who the fuck I was as a kid, right? But then you have these people who want to romanticize who they were. Now, some of them were because their parents had their foot on their neck and they couldn't do nothing. But some of them also was doing some wild ass shit, but they want to act like they ain't never do wild ass shit. So, oh my God. I know my black ass was on some bullshit. I know it. I as I always say, the best thing about being a Gen Xer was wedding no motherfucking pictures of all the shit we did. Because we didn't have camera phones. I lived my life on the wasn't me. That was how I lived. Wasn't me. You got a picture? Oh, you know, that wasn't me. Mm-mm. No, you got me fucked up. That wasn't me. Were you? No, that wasn't me. No. Mm-mm. No, that wasn't me. That. I live by that one. Unless you got, because ain't no evidence of none of the shit I was doing. Thank God for those things. Whew, baby. So yeah. So those are the high moralistic old ass Gen X parents are the problem with these Gen Zers too. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You can tell Bianca's my child because she's like, I feel like I'm old. She's like, I feel like I'm old. I'm like, you not, but huh. Mm-mm. And I told y'all, uh-huh. I told y'all that funny story about my friend's girlfriend. Did I tell y'all that story about how she wants them to have children? My friend is 55. They're about the same age. But it's this thing now where these older women who chose not to have kids and everything for whatever reason have now decided when their biological clock has busted and is dust, now they want to have children. So because she's never been married, and they kind of talk in marriage, and she wants to have a child. I don't know how she wants to do this. But he told me and some friends, he set this shit up. We was like, what? What? If you ain't had kids, and it's like that, they talk. Probably so. Sneaky people like sneaky people, because sneaky people, you know why sneaky people are friends with each other? Because we ain't sitting around here trying to act like we ain't do some shit. You know, the people who run around who wasn't sneaky and admit to their sneakiness are them people be trying to act like they ain't do shit, right? So they're no fun because they trying to act like they're above it all when we know we was all that. We right that whole high and mighty shit, right? We on the yeah, I did that shit. Now what? Now what? But what? Like I said, all I know is you can't prove it was me. That's how I live. That's how I lived back in the day. Let me tell y'all how deep I was. I wasn't even one of them kids who wrote shit down. It was I didn't even get in. I didn't even do notes. I ain't write notes. It would never, especially about a young man, a boy. You couldn't find me saying, "Oh yeah, he's so cute, he's so fine." You couldn't. There was no, ever, never, ever any evidence of anything about me. What me? I live by what I live by what me from the time I was like 12. You couldn't get me to. Mm-mm. Fuck all of you, you dumb girls. No, ain't nobody gonna be passing around my nose. See, that's what she said. Mm-mm. I said, y'all got me. No, no, that will never happen. Never happen. Ever. Ever, ever, ever happen. So y'all can go on and just live your best life, but it ain't me. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. I stand by it. I stand by it. I stand by my wasn't me. Mm-mm. I ain't writing no. See, let me tell you why I ain't writing no diaries. Because I had older sister and I found her diary, and that shit was never gonna happen to me. Right? See, I had older sisters. They taught me that shit. Don't write it down, sweetie. Don't write it down. I remember one time it was so funny. It was like we was at the pool. Oh, let me tell y'all. Okay, let me tell y'all. I went to a party. I told y'all I went to a party last night. It was okay, first off, let me preface this when I'm saying this. It was somebody I've known her for years. Her and my brother date off and on over the years they have. And it was her 60th birthday party, right? Black don't crack. She's beautiful. But it was interesting at my age, right? It was a room full of beautiful black women all over 50. Every black woman in there was gorgeous. All over 50. It was just that's one thing. So I just want to throw that out there. It was just really, just beautiful, just gorgeous black women all over, and everybody was over 50. Right, right. See, I'm the youngest sister. I'm the youngest one. So I watched my big sisters do their stuff, and I said, that ain't gonna be me. I won't be doing that. Okay, no. Mm-mm. So yeah, us little sisters learn. Yeah, see, I wasn't writing a damn thing down because I saw what I found my sister's diary. So no, you'll never find mine. Mm-mm. That will not be me. So yeah, I was truly a wasn't me kid. Oh, wasn't me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Wasn't me. And I remember telling this guy, right? It was so funny. I remember that these girls were talking at the pool when I was a kid, and I think we was like 13. That's interesting, Sabrina. Um, and they were talking about what would you do if a boy did this, and it was like this older man was sitting there. He was just chilling at the pool. He wasn't bothering us, but we were all talking. These girls were like, what would you do if you broke up with your boyfriend and blah blah blah, right? And so all the girls were like, I would cry, I would do this, I would do this, I would do that. I was like, let me tell you, my little ignorant ass. I said, I will not be doing any of that. I said, because ain't nobody go see me cry or something about no boy. I might go home, but he'll never see me. And this man started laughing, y'all, because he was like, look at this little girl. Because I was like, y'all crazy. Begging. I want to beg for him. Mm-mm. I was like, that will never happen over here. No, absolutely not. Never, never, never. And to this day, no, absolutely no. Mm-mm. Now, let me tell you what I'm doing right now. I am starving. And you know why I'm starving? Because remember I said we went to Costco and I had some shrimp. Well, I had that shrimp at about 1:30. Then I was watching stuff and I fell asleep. So I haven't eaten since 1:30 this afternoon. And I had some shrimp. Shrimp ain't shit. Now I'm starving. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and get some chicken salad when I get off of here before I go to sleep. You can tell I'm enjoying this Sunday night thing I got going on. Oh, now see, I'll be on punishment, but that was not one punishment I got was for writing down some shit that my mom and daddy caught. Mm-mm. What? I mean, my whole thing is I don't have to get up so early. All I got to do is roll out, get the kids to daycare, and I'm coming right back home and chilling. But I'm actually going to do some stuff because I bought some new plants for the front yard. I need to go get some dirt this week and put this dirt down. I got some plants that some like little fall planting I'm gonna do. Not too much this year. Next year is going to be full blown out. Everything, everything, everything. So we're doing that. Next thing sending some people some Kai fragrances. This is the one I've been wearing a lot this year. No One But You. Oh my goodness, this is so good. It's my garden is out of control, y'all. I might take a picture and let you see it. People's like, what is going on over there? I need to first off, I gotta cut up some stuff. First off, morning glories are invasive, just so y'all know. And I'm having me and the morning glories, we're not getting along. Ooh, a punishment was at least 2 weeks. It started at 2 weeks and went up from there, depending on the severity. So my tomatoes are out of control, y'all. The tomatoes are ridiculous. It's like but I'm learning how for next year. So my house plants are okay. I took some to school. I'm So I've cut them back down. My houseplants are okay, but it's the garden outside. But I should show y'all the strawberry patch is doing really good. I got to go out and get the strawberries off. They're so tiny and so sweet and so good because everything's organic. But my tomatoes, oh my goodness, B was like, "What is going on?" They are falling over. Yeah, I'm over the morning glories. I've got to, me and them, we having to come to Jesus time this season. Yeah. hmm See, my mama never took off the door. See, here's what my mama did. When I was a little kid, up until one of my punishments would be go sit in your room. Go sit in your room. And I would have to sit in a chair in my room and not move. And she would periodically come and open up a door, and I better be sitting in a motherfucking chair, or my butt was gonna get whooped. Did I put a lot of nutrients on my soil? Okay, so we can stop. Okay, so here's what I've been doing. What I do with the soil in my garden bed. It's I do mushroom compost. When I put it in, I do mushroom compost. So there's soil and everything, and there's a lot of mushroom compost in there when I first create the bed. Um, Throughout the season, of course, I do a lot of fertilizing. So um, so my so I've used like banana water. I have fish fertilizer that I do, and some tomato tone, which is an organic fertilizer. Listen, you better not lock a door in your parents' house. See, these kids, let me tell you something. This is a problem with this whole Gen Z entitlement shit, because these parents, these gentle parents, and these stupid ass Gen X parents have allowed them to think that they should have privacy in a home they don't fucking own. Excuse me. As I was told, and I told my kids, ain't none of this motherfucking shit in this house yours, including that door. You better not lock that motherfucking door. Hello, goodbye. Now, of course, my mama didn't say it like that because she didn't curse like me, but that's how I said it. I know that's how I was raised. Ain't nothing in this house yours, including the clothes you wear, because I paid for it. Because I know when I kicked my son out when he had lost his, he learned that ain't none of this shit yours. I mean, you could close your door, but it better not be locked. But see, that's why these kids be thinking this way, because they be really thinking that this is their house. No, it's your parents' house, and they let you live here. See what I'm saying? Please. Mm-mm. Good night, Cord. My mom, my mom, Sally would, no, no, no. Mm-mm. That would just be asking for your door to be kicked. It would be, you know what? Here's the thing. This is the kind of shit that our parents did. Oh, you think you gonna lock a door? You ain't gonna have a doorknob, cause they gonna after they beat your behind. First day of college for your baby. Congratulations. Listen, you try to lock that door. Ain't gonna be no lock, cause ain't gonna be no dang on doorknob to your room now. You know. And see, that's what I try to tell people. As a parent, your children should have a healthy fear of you. No, they should not be in more, oh my God, right? But they should have a healthy fear of you. And if you ain't got a healthy fear of your parents, then when they get older, then you can't control their asses. Exactly, and as it should have been. Exactly, that's the way it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a healthy fear of your parents, listen, I told DJ when he was 3 years old, I said, you're going to fear me now, little boy. I said, because one day you're going to be bigger than me, and I'm going to need you to fear me the same way then that you fear me now. And from that day to this, that little Negro fears me because he know his mama crazy, as he should know. You know what I'm saying? Because there should never, and let me say this, it translates into how I deal with kids in school. Because they be like, oh, these kids. I tell them, but I ain't never scared of no kid. I'm never scared of a kid. Never ever. In the classroom or something. I'm not what? What? Scared of a kid? Real talk though, just so y'all know. You know, I started new school. We had the kids last week. Why I already got kids all over me? Leave me alone. I got kids who always starting to hug me every day. I'm like, hey, back up. I be like, they're like, Miss Calumet. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna send them this. What else am I gonna send them to try? Okay, I think that's enough of stuff I'm gonna send these people. I don't know why. But you know what I do love? I love my classroom, y'all. My classroom is right by the side door. You remember how I told y'all my old school they had put me in front of the fucking main office? Not anymore. My room is like right by the side door. I can walk out and they don't even see me. I was like, this is a good spot. I love it. I love this spot already. So I'm about to send these cats some raspberry beret. This is, and the reason I'm sending this out is because the people I'm sending this to, and they don't even know I'm sending it. I'm being a surprise sender today. Um. Okay, so let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. All right, y'all. So we are the Vincent and JC crew. So we have to start talking about them more in general. So if you are in Facebook groups and they're talking about fragrances and stuff, don't forget to mention our people, because the more you talk about them, then people will start hearing about them, and then it'll be in their mind, because you know these people are sheep. So let's use the sheep mentality. So now our goal is to get where people are like, oh, I need some Kai fragrances. Oh, I need some Dream House of Curio. So I'm gonna need y'all in these fragrance groups start talking about them. Whenever you hear them talking about, ooh, recommend something. If they got a fragrance you can recommend it in the fragrance groups, because I'm tired of hearing about these little tired ass. I'm tired of hearing about, oh my God, this smells like so much raspberry. I'm tired of hearing about Brown Sugar Babe and Skin Potion. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. So my father was not that person, right? Wasn't. He disciplined you in a different way. My mama was the beater. And so I remember my brother one time, and I don't think we understood. My father was dealing with, his cancer and emphysema, right? So he was a much more chill person. I don't know what happened with him and my brother, but my brother was going off on my father. Going off. Now, see, Daddy was the quiet time. He gonna fuck you up. My father was the mind game guy. He gonna fuck your head up. You know what I'm saying? That was his style. He ain't gonna argue with you and shit, but he gonna fuck you up in the end, right? And so he was going off on my father, and I don't know what happened, but I was about to get involved, because you ain't gonna talk to Daddy like that. But my mama was asleep because she used to work nights. All of a sudden, my mama came out of nowhere from upstairs, because we lived in a townhouse. She came around the corner. She said, "You will not talk to your daddy like that," and crack broke a fucking broom over my brother's head. And my brother looked and turned around. She said, "Now what?" And he said nothing and walked and stepped his ass away because he knew my mom was gonna was about to beat his ass. Because at the time, looking back, I don't think we knew how sick my father was. Because he, he was in the midst of his, he it was getting bad, and we didn't know, of course. She knocked the fuck out of my brother. And I was sitting there laughing. And let me say this. As a little sister, of course, I was sitting there chuckling my ass off because that shit was funny as hell to me. I was like, because first off, you were yelling at my daddy. So it was knocked up. Right? Baby, you know, our parents pick up anything and whoop our ass with. These kids don't understand the whooping belt. They don't understand the whooping belt. Because I do. I know all of y'all do. Because it was that belt. And they would snap the fuck out that belt. They put in, and you'd be like, oh, God. Because they would have to, give you that. You about to get your ass whooped by. So you can sit there and start crying before you get that first hit. Because you're going to cry because that shit about to fuck you up. Because they always snap that bitch right before they start whooping your ass. To remind you, you seem to forgot what this was. You forgot what this feels like, but you gonna remember in a second, and you be like, I am so glad that, baby, because that snap would snap your ass back to attention. You be trying to figure that shit out right away. How can I get out of this? And at that moment, it's over. There's no getting out of this. There's no getting out of it. Because I hear that snap and I know my fucking life is over. And you know what was even worse? Let me tell you, what was even worse? Let's talk about this part. What was even worse? Was getting the whooping and then being put on punishment. That was like some diabolical shit your parents would do to you. And you on punishment for 2 weeks. You'd have got your ass whooped. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I used to have to go get the belt too. Oh, going to get the belt is another level of fucking your head up. But the worst was getting your ass whooped. You sitting there like, you are crying because the shit hurt. There was no faking. I never fake cried because my ass was hurting. Them thighs was stinging. And then get put on punishment for 2 weeks. You'd be like, good Lord. The whooping punishment combo was some bullshit. The whooping punishment combo was some bullshit. Because the whooping. Oh no! When you listen, when they go get that belt, you know damn well which belt you better come back with. Because if you don't come back with the right belt, then it's gonna be 10 times worse. Because now they gotta go get the belt, right? Don't take too long getting the belt, and don't bring the wrong motherfucker. Oh, you gonna bring this belt, huh? Okay, I'll be right back. So now you have now made it even worse for yourself. So you might as well just go and get that belt while you ain't cry on your way back. Because here's the thing, you go and get that belt, you are already crying. Let's be honest. When it came when you were going to doing that, and it felt like it was a mile-long walk to get to that belt, and you just walk in, and you just the tears are already coming because you know you about to get, you about to get your ass whooped. So you already crying. So by the time they get there, you have already started. Your tears are primed and they ready to go. And then do you not remember this one? They hold my mama used to make me would hold my hand. You know how they hold your hand so you can't get away, right? And so they hold your hand and you trying to run and they just oh, and you doing that belt whooping dance. And you doing the whooping dance. See, my daddy had a belt. It was a belt. Go get your daddy's belt. Go get your daddy's belt. Be like, belt. And then you got to do the whooping dance. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know what I used to tell? Oh yeah, you move your hand. Remember? Oh yeah, when you trying to put your hand down to block that, block that. Move your hand. Move your hand. Now let me tell you what I used to say. And this is, tell me this ain't some next level bullshit I used to say. You better to DJ. You know, because sometimes, do you remember the drop down? When the drop down when my nephews were young, one of them dropped down. I accidentally hit him in the eye with the belt. You know, it didn't hit hard, but so after that, I had a new way to do it. So when DJ was little and get his ass whooped, I used to tell, this was my statement. You better stand there and take this ass whooping like the man you thought you was when you was doing that shit. Right? Oh, yes. No, the cry so hard that it's stuck right here in your chest. You go, you can't breathe. No, that ain't the cry so hard. It's that's you choked up. You can't even get no air out. Oh, baby, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. And and let me say this, and we all gonna say this with me. We okay. Because, you know, they act like, you know, oh my God, they were getting beat. That was terrible. That was terrible parenting. Oh my God, oh my God. You know, you know what? We a generation that's been okay. Because I need everybody to understand there's a difference from getting your butt whooped for some shit and getting beat and being abused. I got my ass whooped because I did some fucked up, I did something stupid and I knew I wasn't supposed to do it. Because, you know, you'll have the people go appalled, you know, talking about, oh my God, this is terrible. It's terrible. Honey, we survived it and made us stronger, honey. And you know what? It made me understand consequences for some shit you do. See, that's the problem that these children don't understand. And we have teaching them, we're not teaching them the consequences for your actions. Baby, because them consequences was tough. Because every time I got my ass whooped, it'd be like, I ain't gonna do. They'd be like, you gonna do that again? I never gonna do that again. I never gonna do that. That's the other part of when you getting your ass whooped. Here's the other part that we forgot to talk about. Did we not forget? Did we forget? Not only do you get your ass whooped, but your parent has to then rehash why you getting your ass whooped. Why you getting your ass whooped? See, out here doing that. You was out there, you went to the store and I told you need to stay on the block. Oh, so you think you grown now and you gotta answer questions. What? No, mama, no, I don't think I'm grown. That was another level of ass whooping, because it ain't just enough to get your ass whooped. You gonna have to you gonna get a speech while you getting your ass whooped, and you gonna have to answer to the to the punishment, to the concert, to the actions that you did that got your ass whooped. No, mama, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I never do that again. I never, 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 never do it again. I never, 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 never. Baby. It was so many levels to these ass whoopings, right? It was so many levels to this shit. You be like, baby, whew, man, it was a, whew, baby. Huh. And let me say this. I am, how old am I? 57 years old. I ain't had an ass whooping in over 40 years, but it tells you how impactful they were. Right, right, right. Now that's the thing after you do, and you can't sit down because your thighs and your butt hurt. Them thighs be on fire, but it tells you how impactful they were because we can remember that shit. We can remember it because I remember some of my more memorable ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? We got some that we remember like, oh yeah, I remember that ass whooping. Like I said, I always remember my last ass. I remember my last whooping. I was about 11, 12 years old was the last time my mama beat my butt. And I deserved that ass whooping. I asked for it. I said, please, mama, whoop my ass. So here's what happened. For some of y'all that haven't heard the story. So here's how the story went. So I have, okay, my good night, Judith. My father had a cousin. They were like brothers, right? Because real true story, my grandmother and her sister married brothers, so they were double first cousins. My aunt Alice and my grandmother married two brothers. So anyway, so he was like my uncle, my cousin Lucian. He was scary. He was kind of scary. And and so he had this thing about guns. Like he was like real scary. So he was like guns and stuff. So anyway, he had this wife and she had an older son. And he was a hemophiliac. And now my uncle Lucian, like my daddy, was a small guy. The difference is my father wielded power where Uncle Lucian was kind of weak by comparison. I'm just being honest. He was definitely a much weaker person than my daddy. Okay. So anyway, um something happened because Gerald was grown. He was like in his 20s. Something happened. They were all in the house drinking. They got into an argument. Gerald was threatening him like he was like about to jump on my Uncle Lucian. Uncle Lucian pulled out a gun and said, you ain't motherfucking gonna shoot me, gonna hit me. And then happened and he shot him. And because he was a hemophiliac, he bled out before the ambulance could get there. So it was like a big thing, of course. And my it was like they were having a family meeting because they was trying to figure out what they was going to do or whatever. So we had to go into the city because I lived in the suburbs. So my mama had told me, because it was like the family was trying to get together, talk about the money, things like that, to deal with, get him a lawyer and all this. Is like a big family meeting. So my mama tells me, oh, you need to clean up, da, 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 da. If you don't, you're not going with me to this meeting because not all my cousins are gonna be there. All the cousins gonna be hanging out while the grown folks do their shit, right? So I wanted to go because I was gonna see all my cousins. So okay, so I did not do what I was supposed to do. Real talk, I didn't clean up like I was supposed to. But mama took me, right? So 2 weeks later, we were talking about something, and It was like my mama remembered. She said, "You know what? I told you to clean up when we had to go something because we were talking about my cousin or something." And she said, "You know what? I told you to clean up, or you wasn't gonna go with me." Now, at this moment, as you are listening to me, I'm going to hear the collective. No, your dumb ass didn't. Okay, and y'all can put that. Y'all can say it after I tell you what I said to my mom at this point. Y'all ready? I said, "Oh yeah, I knew you was gonna take me anyway." So I did. Yeah, I didn't do it, but I knew you were gonna take me anyway. Something to that effect. Y'all can all gasp right now and say, "Damn, that was some stupid shit to come out your mouth." And my mama looked at me and said, "Oh, really? Is that what you said?" She said, "Go get the belt." And when my mama said, "Oh, really?" Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I don't know what the fuck came over me at that moment. She said, "Go get the belt." And I was like, and then that was the moment when I knew that wasn't something I should have said. And y'all know what happened after that. Y'all know what happened after that. And it went down the exact way it should have. Because my dumb ass said that shit. Yes, ma'am. What's this? Toss these things out. I know y'all all had a collective gasp when I said that because you knew. Because when I said, as soon as I told y'all that, you knew my mama's reaction. As she should have reacted that way. Because I had, what? She was like, "Go get the belt." I was like, ah. And then at that moment, when she said, "Go get the belt," that is when that's when I said, my brain said, "What the fuck were you thinking?" Too late now. Your ass about to be whooped. And that's when I got my ass whooped. Yeah. And exactly, because that was almost an unalive moment for me. My mama was like, "Oh, really?" Soon as you hear that, as soon as I heard, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Oh boy." It was like, "Oh boy, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I want to take it back. I'm sorry." And then that's when you say, "I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it." See, those are the moments when you start saying that bullshit, hoping that it will stop, it will curb the tide that's coming your way, and it don't. It don't. That's a motherfucking. That is a typhoon coming at your ass right now. Because at that moment, I'm sorry, mom. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. But it's too late. You've already started. Oh, that tide is rolling in, and it's about to roll in on your ass. Because I'm sorry, I shouldn't. Don't. You hoping and praying that it, and you know in your heart that it ain't gonna help. You know in your heart that this is not gonna stop this ass whooping that's coming your way. You know it. But it was we still had hope. We held hope alive that by saying these things, maybe our parent would go, "Okay, I'm gonna give you a break." Your hard head made a soft behind, didn't it? Hard head makes a soft behind, and I understood that statement, baby. Mm-mm. And you always got one kid. If you got more than one kid, you got one kid who tests them limits all the time. My test the limits one was DJ. Now B, she was as she was the older one, but she knew when mama gets like this, step the fuck away and be quiet. DJ was the arguer. That was at Pisces, and he want to go back and forth with you. And it always ended up. And as a parent, when your kid does that, you looking at him like you do know I'm bigger than you. And then you gotta tighten them up and remind them that you bigger than them. Cause they would be like, boy, stop talking. And he keep talking. You know what I'm saying? You try. Here's the thing about being a parent. There's these moments where you try to help your kids out. You be like, stop talking. Stop. Stop. And then your kid keeps going, and that's when all hell breaks loose. That's when all hell breaks loose. And then they wonder why. At that moment, they know why. Shut your ass up. That was my son. I'll be like, boy, if you don't be quiet. He like, nah, ma, no. I'll be like, boy, be quiet. And even B would be like, DJ, be quiet. And he just keep going, and then I'd have to take my rings off. Wow. I always took my rings off because I didn't really want to hurt him with the rings. Plus, they hurt your finger too. But you know, because at a point with your son, you gotta ball up your fist and hit them. Faith, you understand what I'm saying? When you have a son, at some point you gotta ball up your fist and knock the fuck out of him. And that's where you hit them dead in their chest. Wah! You gotta hit them dead in their chest. Dead in their chest. Knock some wind out. I can knock the wind out of your ass. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna call you father. Mm-hmm. Because see, like I said, my father was the cerebral one. Because he was ill, you know what I'm saying? That was his style. So she would say, because I didn't want her calling daddy. Because then I'd have to listen to that. I'd have got my ass whooped. I'm on punishment. And now I'm going to have to listen to daddy talk to me. Because that's part of the, listen, because that is part of the thing, you know, that is part of the diabolicalness of consequences. You're gonna have to deal with every piece of it. Now, here's when you know. No, let me tell you something. You know when you did real bad. Now this is the call. This is the call that's fucked up. Is when you do some shit real bad and your mama make you call everybody. Y'all have that? Did y'all experience them? I know I made B do that one time. The now you're gonna call your mama, you're gonna call your grandmama, you're gonna call your aunts, you're gonna call your godmother, and tell them what you did. You know that's when you really do some fucked up shit, and that you got to announce it to the rest of the family, the fucked up shit you did. Now you about to call everybody. My phone about to die, but I'm just saying. That's the shit. So not only have I gotten my ass whooped, you made me go. Okay, so here's the breakdown. First off, I had to go get the instrument of my punishment. Then you whooped my behind. Now I got to call the family, and tell them about what I did that got me my ass whooping. Oh boy. Oh, I had to do that. I had to make that call. It was now call your grandmother. Hey, grandmother. And yes, I had to call my grandmother. Jimmy Louise was grandmother. Grandmother, yeah, I did. Now call such and such. I don't know her number. Da. Oh, yeah, that's what. But see, here's the thing. I'm not traumatized by that. It's like the shit happened and say, I deserved every. Let me say this. I can say it with my chest. I deserved every ass whooping my mama gave me because I did some shit I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing. I deserved every butt whooping I got. It wasn't one that was a mistake. And every ass whooping my son got, he deserved every last one of them ass whoopings he got. He deserved every last one of them ass whoopings he got. Right. We got, listen, we went to group therapy with our friends. After you got your ass whooped, you had to tell your friends, yeah, I gotta whoop it, and discuss it. Because you know you go into the circle and they yeah, man. Hell, DJ's friends even say he deserved the ass whoopings they know he got. They was like, man, you used to push it with your mama and you knew she was crazy because they knew I was crazy. I mean, your kid, listen, I will not say that did not. I'm not like my mommy used to. No, I deserve that ass whooping because I did something. I deserve that ass whooping. I just did. Right. You'd be like, right. See, our friends were therapists. We got together. We had group therapy. You know, come on now. So and we lived through it, and it made us stronger people. And we knew what the fuck we shouldn't do because this is the consequence. So yeah, right, right. What you do, man? What you do, right? Because every last one I got, I deserved. My mama was right for putting my butt because I did some stuff that I should. What is this on my wall? See, I hate summertime sometimes because you be seeing random ass things. And I missed it. Damn it. It got away. Look like some type of ant or something. All right, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours. Let me get off of here. Let me go on and chill. Go to sleep. You did. That's what you was telling me was to get the fly. So like, what is this thing on my wall? All right, y'all. It was good seeing you all. We had a good talk. Hey, good night. Good night, everybody. See you later, D'Angelo. I'm gonna see you soon.